Welcome one and all to Geek Boulevard. Steve here bringing you my full and final verdict on Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Is this a worthy sequel to the original? Does it give everything the fans have wanted? Let's find out. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is directed by the returning Emma Tammi. It is rated PG-13 with a runtime of 1 hour and 44 minutes. 1 year has passed since the supernatural nightmare of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Former security guard Mike has kept the truth from his 11-year-old sister Abby concerning the fate of her animatronic friends. When Abby sneaks out to reconnect with Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, she sets into motion a terrifying series of events that reveal dark secrets about the true origin of Freddy's. Let's start with what I liked about this movie. First and foremost, the animatronics of the Fazbear crew are just really well done, and I also just love the attention to detail given to them in both films, really. Their designs are so one-to-one to the games that it just blows my mind seeing them on screen. And that is thanks to Jim Henson's Creature Shop, who worked on the practical animatronics for the characters for both films. You could just see the love for the franchise in these characters, and they're just so expertly crafted. I will also say that the film moves, at least for me, at a pretty brisk pace as well. Like, there might be one or two character moments that kind of just slow it down just a bit, but those scenes are pretty necessary to the overall story, so it didn't really bog down the runtime too much. What I also think makes this film more enjoyable is the fact that Scott Cawthon, the creator of the games, is solely writing for the sequel, as on the first one, he was only a co-writer. He was working with, I believe, like 2 other writers on the first one. So his influence wasn't as strongly felt in that first film. In here, his influence is absolutely felt through and through in this sequel, and it shows in the fan service. There are a lot more animatronic characters in this that I won't spoil, but rest assured, fans of the games are going to be very happy. Emma Tammi, the director, even states that she never wanted to make a film for the critics, that this is for the fans, and that couldn't be more true. But of course, the film is not perfect, as movies rarely are, so let's get into some of the negatives. Firstly, the jump scares. My God, the jump scares. There are just way too many in this movie. I did enjoy them at first and felt they were quite effective with the sound design, and then they just got completely unnecessary. Jump scares are very difficult to pull off effectively, and if you do one too many of them, the film just becomes less scary. It becomes more of a joke than anything, and unfortunately, that did happen in this. I also think the antagonist of the film, I won't spoil who it is, as I think they were trying to keep that part of the film a secret in the marketing. But I mean, if you look up the film on Wikipedia or IMDb, you're most likely gonna find out who the villain is of the story. Personally, I wasn't as intrigued by the villain as I was with William Afton in the first film, played by Matthew Lillard. I just think his reveal at the end and those final moments were far more effective in my eyes, as opposed to the multiple scenes in this one that the villain plays a part in. It is interesting to the lore overall and really adds to it, but I just enjoyed the villain better in the first one. And yes, Skeet Ulrich is indeed in the film as Henry Emily, and while it was cool to see him, he was only in one scene, and it was just more of like an exposition type scene more than anything, so I felt it was kind of a waste of Ulrich's performance in that regard. I believe his character might be saved for a possible sequel, and that's why he didn't have so much influence in the story, but I feel like with the way that the film unfolded, he definitely should have had a bigger part in this story. But again, they could be saving him for a possible sequel. We'll see. This is not a negative, but there is a mid-credit scene that does tease a third film, so make sure you stay for that. It's quite important. There is also a post-credits Easter egg that I didn't stick around for, but I looked it up online, and fans for sure are going to be happy with these scenes overall. In conclusion, I'm giving Five Nights at Freddy's 2 a score of 3 out of 5. This is a much more enjoyable sequel overall, with plenty of fan service and teases of things to come. My only gripes are the jump scares that quickly become a joke, and the underutilization of Skeet Ulrich as Henry Emily. But those are my thoughts. Now I want to know what you guys thought of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Did you enjoy it more than the first one? Do you agree with my points or disagree? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And as always, make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed what you're watching. Sub to the channel and make sure you tick that notification bell so you can always be notified when trailer reactions or movie reviews drop on my channel. There's going to be a Supergirl trailer dropping sometime this week that I'm going to be reacting to. It could be at the time of this recording, it could be tomorrow, it could be the next day, don't know, but I will definitely be prepared for that and ready. And if the rumors swirling around are true, we might get an official Avengers Doomsday trailer released online before it shows in theaters with Avatar Fire and Ash. Hopefully that is true, because I would love to react to that trailer here on my channel. But I thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to stay classy, stay geeky, and I'll catch you in the next video.